but I feel alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. I'm alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. Alive, I like that you're free. I wanna be that way with you. Chasing highs to take the weight out of me. Far from lows, I don't ever feel blue. 'Cause all of my emotions flow in a way that I just can't control. 'Cause I'm new to this, I don't know how to act, but I feel alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. I'm alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. Alive, I used to be so low, now I can't be alone. I used to be so, but I feel alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. Alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. Alive, I feel alive with you. I feel lost late at night in the dark. At least when I'm not with you. It's like without you I just fall apart. And I don't know what I'm heading into. 'Cause all of my emotions flow in a way that I just can't control. 'Cause I'm new to this, I don't know how to act, but I feel alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. I'm alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. Alive, you got no limits, I like that you're free. I wanna be that way with you. Chasing highs to take the weight out of me. Far from lows, I don't ever feel blue. 'Cause all of my emotions flow in a way that I just can't control. 'Cause I'm new to this, I don't know how to act, but I feel
Hi, I'm going to read you something twice. I printed it nice and big so I could see it without my glasses. Here we go. Most of us spend the majority of our day feeling tired, overwhelmed, and disappointed in ourselves, certain that we've come up short. No matter how much we've accomplished or how hard we've worked, we never believe we've done enough to feel satisfied or at peace. We never think we deserve a break. This feeling is ruining our lives. And that was written by Devin Price from the book Laziness Does Not Exist. I'm going to read it one more time more quickly, and I'm going to substitute the pronoun identify with this because I know you can. I spend the majority of my days feeling tired, overwhelmed, and disappointed in myself, certain that I've come up short. No matter how much I've accomplished or how hard I've worked, I never believe I've done enough to feel satisfied or at peace. I never think I deserve a break. This feeling is ruining your life. But guess what? It is time to fix that. Welcome to your 1 hour long restorative yoga practice. Restore, bring it back, bring back that good feeling. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. Bonnie and Piper are over there, and Dwayne is running our cameras. Today, whatever you do in your practice, come back to what it says on the bottom of the screen. Do what is right for your body. It's your body. You only got one. Take care of it. If something hurts and you can't quite do it, don't do it. It's not meant to be. Totally fine. No problem. Let it go. Dismiss it. But do what is right for you. Word to think about as you practice. I love this word because I love the meaning. It's bliss. Okay, bliss means supreme happiness, not just a little happiness, supreme happiness, utter joy, and contentment. Find that in this hour, in your practice today. We're going to focus on our hips and our neck today. There's only about 6 poses. This is a restorative practice where we hold the poses for a longer period of time. It's probably my most challenging practice of the week because I just want to move. I have a hard time stilling my mind. Maybe you do too, but work on it. Still your mind and don't try to run away and turn it off and say, I'm done. Settle in, and you'll be better off for it. Be near a wall if you want to do legs up the wall toward the end. Other props you might need today, you're going to want them. A blanket, eye shade and towel, your 2 yoga blocks, and your big old bolster. Now, bolster, you could grab a big pillow from your sofa or whatever, but there's nothing like a bolster. It's firm, but it's soft. It's just wonderful. It's just right. All right, so what I want you to do now is come into a pentacle pose. Take a block with you so it's up near your shoulders so you can grab it easily. So come on down to your mat in pentacle. As you're coming down here, just feel what you feel. Enjoy what's going on. And lock in a stress number. We always do this in every practice. On a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, how are you feeling? What's going on? Lock that stress number in. We're going to feel what you feel in your body, and we're going to try to relax away the tension. So turn off the noisy brain, come into a state of not doing, just being. So in your pentacle pose, legs are long, heels toward the bottom edges of your mat. Arms go up overhead, bringing the backs of your hands down to your mat. So you look like a big capital letter X. Take a deep breath in with your eyes closed, and a deep sighing breath out. Connect with the earth. Just feel the foundation beneath you. Maybe wiggle around a little bit, your shoulders, your bottom. Just feel the earth. And imagine surrendering your body to gravity. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Breathe any way you like. You know, sighing breaths out your mouth. Let some of the tension go. Know that you are right where you need to be. You're here for a reason. You need to rest. You need to restore. You need to let your body just ease into poses. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Just breathe here. And let go. Let go of thoughts. That's the hard thing to do. Let them go, and you'll come back to them. you'll remember. Just be in the present moment. Be aware of your breath. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Soften your body, the area between your eyebrows, your jaws, your cheeks, both sets. Shoulders relax. Deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. As you lie here, notice where you might be holding on to tension. You know, something to think about. You hold tension in the same places usually. You kind of create that habit. Notice where you hold the tension and send your breath there. Just let the tension go. Hips are a place where we store a lot of tension, especially women. Shoulders are another area. Both men and women keep tension in the shoulders. Let it go. Slowly bring your arms down by your sides, kind of like a final shavasana pose. And then turn your head to the right and let it be here for a little bit. Cheek, right cheek, toward the earth. Maybe as you breathe deeply, you can turn the head a little bit more with each breath. Soften in the left shoulder, soften in the right shoulder. Deep breaths in and out. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, just allowing the shoulders to release their tension. With each breath out, maybe you find that you can take the twist a little deeper. Or not. You do what's comfortable. Don't stress out over it. Just let it go. Let your shoulders soften. Let your shoulders soften. Slowly, if you're ready, slowly, and I mean slowly bring your neck back to a natural position with your chin going up toward the sky. Take a breath at the midline in this resetting posture for the neck. Soften the shoulders. And then turn the other way. Turn your head slowly to the left. No rush, no hurry. Eyes are closed. Shoulders relaxed. Deep breath in and deep breath out. If your teeth are touching, unclench your jaws. Find softness there. And turn your neck, maybe a little bit more. Soften your shoulders away from the ears. Your neck has great mobility in it. Rediscover it. Slowly and really, really slowly bring it back to the midline of your body. Now find the block that you brought up near your shoulders. Take the block, lift your head up, and slip the block under the base of your skull. So bring the ridge of the block just to the base of your skull, so your neck is hanging freely. Now you're going to have your chin tucked to your chest. Let it be. Arms back down by your sides. Just gently turn your head from left to right. Now in this turning of your neck from left to right, enjoy the massage at the base of your skull. Maybe you bring one ear to touch that ridge of the block, and then the other ear. No rush, no hurry. Take it as slowly as you like, going right to left. Maybe take it beyond that ear. Shoulders are soft. Remember to breathe, the most important part, just breathe. Now take it to one side, right or left, I don't know where you are now, and just rest here. So that muscle mass behind your skull is just relaxing. Let your arms, shoulders be heavy. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Slowly bring your head back to the midline. And as you're ready, turn your head in the other direction. And just rest here. Come back to the midline of your body, chin up toward the sky. Remove your block. Come back to a brief little pentacle pose. Arms go high, legs go wide, capital letter X. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Arms down by your sides, or maybe you want to stay in pentacles. Stay here if you like. Legs together. I'm going to press on up, and I'm going to take both blocks. Hey, the word bliss is back there, and I don't know how to change it. Maybe that's telling you to remain blissful throughout this practice. All right, bring your two blocks into the shape of a letter L at the top of your mat. Bring your bolster on top of it. Legs go to both sides of the bolster, and we're going to come into like a child's pose, resting the chest on this bolster. Legs, do what you want with them. Knees can be bent, legs can be wide. Rest here. Chest comes down onto the bolster, and we're going to stay here for several minutes with a few little variations. Right now, rest your forehead on your mat, lengthen through the crown of your head, adjust your legs however you like so you're comfortable. Deep breath in, and shoulder softening, chest surrendering to the bolster posture. Hands can be on your legs, down by your sides, whatever speaks to you. Don't turn your neck quite yet. Imagine length in the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Remember the lengthening through the crown of the head. Your torso is heavy. Let it really rest on the bolster. Don't hold back. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Think of your spine is heavy. Your spine on your back is pushing your chest more into your bolster. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now turn your head so that your left cheek is now on your bolster. Three minutes here. Soften what you got and increase the depth of the turn if it's right for you. Maybe it's the cheek on the mat, or maybe it's the ear. Or maybe you take it a little farther. Soften your shoulders and just let go. Deep breaths, maybe in and out of the nose, or you sigh it out through your mouth. Just take deep breaths. deep breath in. And deep surrendering breath out. Shoulders are soft. Neck is turned to what is right for you. Belly is hollowed out as you exhale, allowing you to further surrender into your bolster. Take a deep breath in. And as you take your exhale, slowly, slowly bring your head back to the midline. Take a big inhale, lengthen up. And a big exhale and start to turn your neck in the other direction. So go ahead, give it a turn. Take it slowly, feel what you feel. Soften in the shoulders. Rest the ear, the cheek on the bolster. As you settle in here for your 3 minutes, let your shoulders relax. Deepen your breath. Just 30 more seconds. So really deepen your breath and really try to give in to gravity. Take a deep breath in, and your deep breath out. Slowly bring your chin, your head back to the midline. Take it slowly. And work on up to a seated position. Maybe keep your eyes closed. Now all you got to do is turn around. We're going to take it the other way. So bring your legs to one side, turn around, pivot on your bottom. I'm going to move my blocks for the camera angle, but you don't need to do that. All you got to do is bring your back, your spine, onto your bolster in the same setup. Maybe bring your eye shade or your blanket as well. So scoot your bottom up toward the edge of the bolster. Come to recline. Getting here is the best part. Isn't that true? The journey is the best part for a lot of things. Cover up with your blanket, whatever you want to cover. Cover your eyes. That's the sweet part. And let's rest here. Arms down by your sides. Now we're going to let the shoulders open in the opposite way to what they just did. We were on our bolster in a child's-like pose, kind of hugging the bolster. Now the shoulders are going to open up. Arms down by your sides. Legs however you want them to be. Maybe they feel good long, or maybe for your low back, you might like to bend your knees. And rest here. Soles of the feet on the mat. I really feel that improvement in my low back when I do that. Another thing you might want to do is open up the knees to the side of the room and have the soles of your feet touch. Do whatever just feels right for you today. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep the thoughts at bay. Come back to just your breath and the softening in your body. As your body just lets the tension come out of it, realizing it doesn't have to hold on. You've got this bolster supporting you and the earth beneath you. You can just let go and let the tension melt away. Big breaths in, feel your chest rise up to the sky. And big breaths out as you let your spine rest on your bolster. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Maybe this pose is really speaking to you today. Give yourself permission to stay here if you like. I'm going to go into a half pigeon pose on the bolster next. It's up to you if you want to join me or stay right here. If you're going to join me, remove your eye shade and your blanket. Bring your legs back to long on the mat. Roll off your bolster, one side or the other. And then turn your bolster so it's horizontal on your mat. Just kick your blocks aside. Come to a bit of a neutral tabletop position. Bring your right knee up close to the bolster. Send your left leg long on your mat. Maybe bring a block with you. Work your right shin a little more parallel to the edge of your bolster. And then take the block and slip the block under your right glute. It'll keep you honest because we're going to stay here for 3 minutes, which is a rather long time. And in having the block there, it'll ensure that you don't kind of collapse into that hip. Maybe you'd like to place your blanket under your left knee. Your bolster is under your forearms. Spread your elbows toward the edges of your bolster. Scoot it so it's just right, and then bring your head down to the bolster. Soften in the shoulders and soften in the hips. Now this is a big mental game. The shoulders away from the ears. The tension in the hip is real. The mental part of it is letting it go. Send your breath to your hip. And just soften from the shoulders all the way down to the tips of your toes. If it is painful, you know to come out of it. If it's just uncomfortable, breathe through it, and you'll be really glad. At the end of the 3 minutes, you'll feel really good. Just endure this little bit of discomfort, and you'll pass that threshold. But again, if it's painful, distinguish between pain and discomfort. If it is painful, it's not for you today. Come out of it. Maybe sigh the breath out of your mouth a little bit. You can stay right here on your bolster. But if you want to take it a little deeper, you can scoot and roll the bolster up to the top of your mat and bring your head all the way down to your hands. Don't give up right away. Stay here for a second or two, a breath or two. And then, if you need to, give yourself permission to slip the bolster back under your forearms. But maybe you'll find that after a couple of breaths, it's not so bad after all. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We've been here for 3 minutes. Maybe you want to stay a little bit longer. But if you do that, just give yourself equal time on the other hip. Maybe it's time to come out. You decide. Press into your arms, straighten them up. Tuck your back, left toes under. Move the block to the other side of your mat. Send your right leg, oh so slowly, back to meet the left. Neutral tabletop. Lift the leg up, circle the ankle, move the hip like in fire hydrant, whatever feels good. But just move that hip. Move it around, maybe cross the midline of the body. Feel that newfound mobility in that hip that your sleeping swan pose gave you. All right, time to finish that one. Come back to your neutral tabletop, maybe reintroduce your bolster. You know this one. Let's do the other side. Left knee, bring it up toward your bolster. Left shin, maybe a little more parallel to the top of your mat. Right leg long on your mat, maybe with the towel or blanket under it. Come down to your forearms. The block, put it under your left glute so it'll keep you from collapsing on that side. Forearms to your bolster, elbows to the edges, hands crisscrossed. 3 minutes. Let's go for it. Rest your head on your hands. Same exercise on this side. Deep breaths, length through the right leg, softness in the hips, softness in the shoulders, and just your breath. Okay, acknowledge it. The hip is tight. The left hip is tight. But tell yourself it's in my head. It's in my head more than in my hip. So I am going to imagine in my mind that hip has great mobility, great space. I'm going to let it go. Get out of your head. Get into your body. Let gravity do its thing. And just be. And remember, you can always slip your bolster away and come on down all the way, forehead to the mat. Soften your glutes. Think of your hips as wide and expanding to the sides of your mat as you create more space for your hips to melt toward the mat. It's intense, but you're distinguishing between pain and discomfort. You don't endure pain, you come out of it. Discomfort, you let it be and you cross over to the other side. Soften your shoulders. Breath to the hip, deep breaths. One more deep cycle of breath. Just let it all go. And as you're ready, slowly press on up into your hands. That was intense, wasn't it? It's all right. You did it. Tuck your right toes under. Bring your left leg back nice and slowly to a neutral tabletop. Now you get the fun of doing the fire hydrant pose, lifting the leg to the side, lifting it up, just finding and exploring that newfound mobility in your hip. Isn't it great? Maybe the leg moves across the midline of the body. Just get the blood flowing. Awesome hips. All right, so that is that for your sleeping swan pose. You have a choice now. All right, your choice is you can go into a supported fish or hit the wall for legs up the wall. You decide what you want to do. If you want to go to the wall, scoot your bottom up next to the wall, place one hip on the wall and send your legs up. Send your legs up, cover your eyes with the eye shade or the blanket. I'm going to take a supported fish pose. You can take it on your bolster, or you could take it on your blocks. If you take it on your blocks, place your blocks in the shape of a letter T. The horizontal part of the block goes to the top of the mat to support your head. The vertical block that you place goes to support your spine. Have enough space between them so your neck hangs freely. Position your shoulders on the block and let it be. I'm going to come into a fish pose on the bolster. So the bolster is vertical, bottom is on the mat. Blanket covers up however you like, and your eye shade or your towel can cover the eyes. Feel the nice curvature in the low back. Arms down by your sides. Chest lifted. Oh boy, is the chest lifted. Don't you feel this? Adjust so you are comfortable. Now in your fish pose, lots of things you can do with your legs. You can keep them long on the mat. To alleviate any tension in the low back, you could bend your knees and have the soles of your feet on the mat. You can come back to that fishtail, which we did earlier, soles of the feet touching, knees open wide. Does it feel any different than it did earlier when we did this pose prior to our sleeping swan? Hips are open. Breathe deeply. Shoulders are back. Hugging the blocks or the bolster. Breathe deeply. This is a big chest opening exercise. This is a big shoulder opening posture. It's great for your standing posture. If you are in your legs up the wall pose, there are leg variations there too. You can have your heels on the wall, or you can open up your legs to a big letter V shape. And as we alleviated the tension in the low back in fish pose by placing the soles of the feet on the mat, you could do the same thing in your legs up the wall pose, placing the soles of your feet on the wall. So you bend your knees and scoot your heels closer to your bottom until it feels right. Whichever pose you're in, whichever variation you have taken, let's stay here for about 4 minutes. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Soften the area between your eyebrows and soften your jaws also. deepen your breaths. If you're in your legs up the wall pose, tailbone, tip of your spine, think of it relaxing even more into the earth. If you are in your fish pose, either on the blocks or on the bolster, soften the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the neck. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Whichever pose you are in, you can stay here longer if you like. I'm going to come out of this variation of fish that I am taking by just peeling back the layers. You do the same thing if you want to come out. I'm going to make my way to pentacle. So just come out of the pose the way you came in. Retrace your path. I'm going to bring my knees together, send my legs long, and roll off the bolster, one side or the other. Same thing if you're on the wall. You scooted one hip next to the wall. Same thing, just bring those legs down and come off the wall. Come into your pentacle pose briefly, kind of the way we began. Arms high overhead, legs spread wide. Deep breath in and deep breath out. There's no denying it. Your shoulders and your hips are different than when we started. There's more peace there. There's more mobility. There's more flexibility and more comfort there. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Arms down by your sides, legs together. I'm going to press on up and get my props for final shavasana. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the bolster and place it under my knees. It is snowing here in Colorado, so I'm going to cover up completely with this blanket. Maybe you want to do the same, or just place the blanket on your feet, your belly, whatever. I'm going to bring the eye shade for my eyes, and the little towel, I'm going to place it under my neck. Get good and comfortable. Eyes covered with the eye shade. Don't your knees feel nice in this variation of your final shavasana pose? Cover up with the blanket however you like. Arms down by your sides, palms face up, shoulders away from the ears, knees totally relaxed into that bolster. Take your deep breaths in and your deep breaths out. Got a good full 5 minutes here. Nestle in, get very comfortable. If you have no props at all, that's fine too. You just feel the contact with the earth. Close your eyes. come to total stillness with just the belly rising and falling. No thoughts in your mind, just your breath. Deep breath in. Deep shoulder softening breath out. Create a little bit of space between your teeth. Jaws are unclenched and your teeth are not touching. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let your eyes feel heavy in their eye sockets. And soften the area between your eyebrows. Big breath in. And big surrendering breath out. Your body be heavy, but let your breath be light. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. If you can stay longer in your final shavasana pose, stay here. You deserve the time. If it's time for you to conclude your practice and get on with your day, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Work the motion up into the hands and the feet. Then the wrists and the ankles. Just move them about. On an inhale, reach high overhead and take a big good morning stretch. exhale, bend your knees and roll into a fetal position. Low arm is bent, that bicep is a pillow for your head. Top shoulder is soft and relaxed, and your eyes are closed. Savor a deep cycle of breath here. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly drift on up to a comfortable seated position. Whatever is comfortable for you is perfect. With the eyes closed, bring your hands to prayer center. Just take a moment here and have gratitude for this time that you gave yourself and for your body for letting go. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Gently blink your eyes open. You did it. That was an hour. Goes by quickly. Seems like a long time, but I think it goes by quickly. How do you feel? Hips, you'll notice them when you get up. Shoulders, how do they feel? Hopefully a lot better. Okay, you took a stress number in the beginning. What was it? And what is it? It really works, doesn't it? All right, so you should feel recharged. You should feel refreshed. And just remember, you are enough just as you are. No more, no less. You're perfect just the way you are. Enjoy the rest of your day. Piper, come here. Come do your yoga. Have a good day, everybody. Love you guys. You're enough. You're perfect just the way you are. Relax. Be at peace. Life is good. See you on your mats tomorrow. Bye. Bonnie's zonked. How are you, baby girl? Magical girl. New Year's resolutions suck, but your yoga doesn't, as is evidenced by the fact you're still here. I hope you're liking your yoga. Let me know what you like and what you don't like, and we'll customize the yoga just for you. And while you're at it, tell your friends about your yoga. Tell them what we do here at 316. If they'd like to join us, they can join in from the privacy of their own home. Our yoga is free. It's free for anybody and everybody, because I want everybody to make 2023 their best year yet. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can check out our website. It's www.316yoga.com. So come to your mat, forget the resolutions, just show up and have a great year. See you on your mats tomorrow.